YouTube as well. Just wanted to have a confirmation from the people, those who have connected from YouTube, as well as the people, those who have connected from a Zoom. Is my audio video clear? Is my audio video clear? अगर clear है तो please just write
Yes,
clear in the chat
yes,
box.
yes, 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 yes.
Right. Is my audio video clear? If it is clear, just write clear in a chat box. I'll be happy to have this confirmation. फटाफट बता दो ना, अरे बता भी दो। जो YouTube पे कनेक्टेड है, आपके वेट कर रहे हैं, आपका वेट कर रहे हैं, आप ही लोगों के लिए सेशन है, राइट। और जो Zoom पे है, आप ही लोगों के लिए सेशन है। फटाफट बता दो, कंफर्मेशन दे दो, राइट। जो यहाँ पे कनेक्टेड है, राइट। अभिषेक कह रहे हैं ऑल फाइन, मैं बाकी लोग के लिए भी वेट कर रहा हूँ। गोपाल भाई आए हैं, हमारे पुराने दोस्त। गोपाल भाई बता दो ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर है कि नहीं, राइट। इज द ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर? काफी सारे लोग जुड़ रहे हैं। अंकित जी बता दिए हैं ऑल क्लियर। जूम वाले लोग भी बता दो, इज माय ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर? अदिति कह रहे हैं क्लियर, ऋषभ कह रहे हैं सब क्लियर। क्या बात है, ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रेट। I think we are live as well as the audio video is also clear. Now we are going to be discussing about one of the important profile, which is known by different name by different big fours which are there, right? Now we are going to be having a discussion towards more towards a technology side, right? Where we have two different mentors have been joining in today, right? They are going to be discussing with us in detail. They are also going to be helping you out to understand about this role. काफी लोगों को है ना प्रोफाइल मिल जाती है, बट फ्यू पीपल आर लाइक यार ये सर ये क्या रोल है, राइट? दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ, right? So we have two different mentors joining from two different big four. One of the mentor have been working with PwC, another mentor have been working with Deloitte, right? So I would request every one of you, those who have connected on YouTube, to please turn on their videos. It would be great to have a good interactive session, right? So really happy to have Jatin and Manjunath joining in for the today's session. Great, really happy to have you guys. Thanks for joining in, first of all, Manjunath and Jatin, for this session.
Welcome, sir. Always welcome.
Yes, chalo, great. Thanks Manjunathan, for you as well for joining in for the session. I think अच्छा आपको ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है क्या अनम्यूट करने का? नहीं, अच्छा, you can just try it now.
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining in. Now directly, without wasting much of our time, we'll directly move to the profile and the understanding about a role. First of all, I'll ask Jatin to just brief out about his role, what role he is working into in Deloitte, and ये होता क्या है? मतलब first of all, I just want your journey. I think you have been working with the Deloitte for almost 1.5 years now.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
And you have spent your major journey with the Deloitte. So what role is this technology consulting,
So,
IT consulting, or I think Deloitte calls with a different name, right? So what role you are working into? थोड़ा सा brief.
so in Deloitte, I'm in the risk advisory practice.
Okay.
तो रिस्क एडवाइजरी प्रैक्टिस में काफी चीजें कवर होती है, इंटरनल ऑडिट कवर होता है, साइबर सिक्योरिटी कवर होता है। तो जैसे हमारा जो डिपार्टमेंट है दैट इज ITSA, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एंड स्पेशलाइज्ड एश्योरेंस।
Okay.
दैट इज द IT ऑडिट दैट आई थिंक इन PwC इज नोन एज टेक्नोलॉजी रिस्क।
Got it.
सेम ही है, बट आई एम श्योर ये इंटरनल ऑडिट का ही पार्ट है एंड रिस्क एडवाइजरी प्रैक्टिस में कवर होता है। सो इन आवर वर्क व्हाट वी डू इज, नाउ इफ ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट बी अवेयर कि स्टैट में व्हेनेवर वी स्टडी ऑडिट, व्हेनेवर वी डू ऑडिट, देयर आर टू काइंड्स ऑफ प्रोसीजर्स, एक सब्सटैंटिव होता है एंड एक टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल्स होता है। So whenever it so happens that substantive procedures are not enough to give assurance on particular assertion, we resort to test of controls. और test of controls में हमारा part आ जाता है। Test of controls मतलब test of IT controls, automated controls, GITCs basically, that is मतलब basically हम GITC वाले हैं, General Information Technology Control. As I think audit में जो एक chapter है automated controls या auditing around IT environment ऐसे करके एक chapter usually सब skip करते हो, but वो काम हम करते हैं। So audit support, that is what we call as कि जब भी substantive procedures enough नहीं होते तो controls जो applications हम लोग scope in करते हैं ना, scope in कैसे करते हैं? Those applications are scoped in that are financially critical in nature. Financially critical in nature मतलब either financial transactions or transactions critical to the final presentation of the account, that is DSCL, either flow through the application or flow to the application. वो application कहीं ना कहीं balance sheet point of view से, reporting point of view से relevant हो जाता है, तो हम उसको scope in करते हैं। Now ये applications बहुत type के होते हैं। आपके client का कोई client है, उसके specific homegrown applications हो सकते हैं। There are some applications developed by Accenture, There are some applications developed by Amdocs. I'm not sure if you guys must have heard, but Amdocs is a application development team. तो ये सब applications अपने in their itself play a part in forming the final financials of the company. So हम लोग इसके surrounding जो controls होते हैं, now इसमें IT audit में ऐसा नहीं होता है, vouching and verification कुछ नहीं होता है, because it is IT audit, you don't get any physical thing. आप IT audit, IT environment में पूरा application को analyze करते हो, controls surrounding those applications you analyze. Now, when I'm talking about controls surrounding those applications, what I mean is who all have access to the application. Whether the जैसे हमने पढ़ा था principle of least privileges, privilege access. These all things we check. People having access to the application, whether they are authorized or not. People having elevated or privileged access to the application, whether they are authorized or not. Application में अगर कोई user create होता है तो उसके लिए क्या process follow होती है. Usually in big companies, in big corporates, you'll see there's a very defined and very structured policy for user creation. I'm using a technical term that we use in our testing. User creation एक control होता है. उसमें ये सब चेक करते हैं कि यूजर कैसे क्रिएट हो रहा है, ऑथराइजेशन प्रॉपर है कि नहीं. ऐसा तो नहीं कि यूजर उसकी क्रिएशन रिक्वेस्ट रेज होने के पहले यूजर पहले क्रिएट हो गया. ये सब हम लोग चेक करते हैं. सो दैट बेसिकली क्या चेक करते हैं, सेग्रीगेशन ऑफ ड्यूटीज चेक करते हैं, मेकर चेकर चेक करते हैं, बट नॉट विथ पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ सब्सटैंटिव टेस्टिंग, विद द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ टेस्टिंग द कंट्रोल सराउंडिंग एन एप्लीकेशन. ये होता है. नाउ व्हेन आई टोल्ड अर्लियर आई स्पोक अबाउट प्रिविलेज एक्सेस, ये सब हम चेक करते हैं, हु ऑल हैव प्रिविलेज एक्सेस, whether their authorities, whether the experience match with the relevance of authority they've been granted, so that on a ground level we can give assurance कि there are no unauthorized transactions being performed in the application, and because there are no unauthorized transactions being performed in the application, जो भी financial data उसमें जा रहा है या उससे flow हो रहा है is authentic, is genuine, and that जो भी फाइनेंशियली क्रिटिकल इन्फॉर्मेशन वहां से BSPL में पास होगी उस पे स्टैट ऑडिटर्स रिलाई करके अपनी बची कुछ सब्सटैंटिव टेस्टिंग करके एक ट्रू एंड फेयर व्यू का अश्योरेंस दे सकते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट वी डू. वी स्कोप इन एप्लीकेशंस जिनसे जो डेटा निकलता है वो स्टैट ऑडिटर्स यूज करते हैं उनके ऑडिट के लिए.
Got it. I think हाँ, Jatin, you have briefed in very detail, right?
Yeah.
तो what you do, right? Manjunath, just a short brief, right? What you do with PwC and what this role is all about. TRAS क्या होता है ये role में?
So actually, like this is like technology consulting, right? Okay. So like we'll be not in an audit position, or like just like Jatin said, like we'll be like assigned to a specific software, like you guys know, like SAP, like Dynamics 365 or like Workday. So presently, I'm like I was allocated to Workday software. So like where we have 4 departments, like P2P, O2C, R2R, and like HCM part. So like where we need to undergo one of the like financial certification, or like when like for coming to my role, like I'm presently certification, like I got certification in R2R, but like mostly I will be dealing in consolidations, like intercompany allocations, like associate companies, like these are the topics or like things that I will be dealing. And like there are like other persons who will be certified in O2C, like P2P, where these people are like certified in like receivables or like payables. See, this Workday, like what we are doing means, for suppose where there is a client where he is using Tally for now, he's like his business has expanded. Now he wants to go for like mid-range software or something. He will come to us, and our manager will take care of like he will put it in some departments, like some consolidation, some intercompany. These department like R2R certification people will be doing, or like from payables point of view or like a receivables point of view. These are the people who need to be like worked upon. So like we are not going into like audit type or like something. We are like implementing the software. Like where like client comes and like we'll be like dealing in the like implementation of the software called Workday.
Got it. ठीक है. Now Jatin, just wanted to ask you that since a lot of people ask me this question कि सर ये रोल थोड़ा टेक्नोलॉजी साइड है, तो how much technical knowledge of a CA journey is needed in this work since you're working into this?
Yeah, exactly. Shivam, actually, I am also being asked such questions, and बहुत relevant questions है, and I think it is a very good point that you are asking these questions right now, because if you enter into a profile and then after 6-7 months you realize, oh, this is not what I wanted, so it's not beneficial. So to tell you, this profile does not contain anything related to finance. You will not get to apply NDS. You will not get to apply SFM or any, as a matter of fact, any finance subject. ये core IT auditing है. closest you can come is to applying CA knowledge की auditing अगर आपको पता है, so you will get a hang of the terms like risk of material misstatement, mitigating procedures, significant risk, etc. जैसे अपनी प्रोफाइल में बताऊँ तो we are SA 620 auditors expert, I think वही है standards of auditing है. So we are the IT specialist, IT expert है हम लोग auditors के, because they cannot have expertise in everything, right? So they come to us for this particular job. Now coming to Shivam's question, कोई टेक्नोलॉजी का से रिलेटेड यू डोंट रिक्वायर एनी एक्सपीरियंस बिकॉज ये दिस प्रोफाइल इज अ वेरी नीश प्रोफाइल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एंड आई डोंट थिंक एनी मिड साइज फर्म्स ऑफर सच प्रोफाइल्स बिकॉज द क्लाइंट डू नॉट कम टू देम. जो क्लाइंट के पास इतना स्कोप होता है कि वो उनका आईटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑडिट करा रहे हैं, वो लोग बिग फोर के पास ही जाते हैं. So the interviewer will not expect you to have any knowledge about this profile. Trust me, he will not expect. Closest he can come to grill you is when if you've done some internal audit, correct? तो वो max to max 3-way rule, 3 check rule पूछ लेगा, and he'll just ask you कि internal audit में आपने क्या किया था, if you've done internal audit, because ये profile internal audit का subset है. कुछ IT से related कुछ काम किया था क्या, but you're not expected to know anything. Trust me, because I don't think anyone has worked, and in fact most of them hear about this profile when they get selected in Deloitte कि अच्छा ऐसा भी कोई प्रोफाइल होता है. तो उसका कोई लोड नहीं है. Just be very thorough with your CV is what I would say.
Got it. ठीक है. Manjunath, just also wanted to ask you one question regarding this profile.
Yes, sure.
Since you're working and you told about multiple like SAP, Workday, Oracle, Dynamics 365. So how does the process goes here in terms of work allocation? मतलब will I be deciding the system where I want to work into, like कि I'm interested towards SAP, they'll plot me under this, or does this company's gonna be deciding? That is point number one. Point number two, what is a growth trajectory which you see in this domain?
Okay, like coming to like allocation and all, like we didn't be like selecting or like choosing the thing that we want. Actually, based upon the requirement and all, they will be allocating to us, like in what software we need to work, in the software also, in what department we need to work. Like when I come to my certification, I have done R2R, but I didn't choose it. Like my manager told me, like there is a requirement for this client to work on R2R, and presently we don't have a person like who need to work on R2R. So just be certified for R2R. So we don't have a choice like upon like what area we need to work and all. It's based on the requirement that they have.
Got it.
And coming to like growth, something like we can't say like much growth will be there, but still, if a person like going for something Jatin said, right, like the audit, like something audit through IT tools, so that will be a greater area. But coming to like restricting ourselves to a specific software or like getting certification in only software from the CA point of view is not that much growth, but still it can be like somewhat. For shorter period of time, it's okay, but like when we have like a like long vision and all now, we can't expect like to sit in a single software and working on that, right? Because we as a CS, we have a multiple like very like wide opportunity. So instead of restricting to like one software to working upon, like we can have like alternate opportunities also. That's what I can feel.
Got it. So I would like to ask this question to Jatin in a different way also. Since Jatin, you're working into this role for almost 1.5 odd years, right? What is something which is exciting you in this role?
Shivam, the most exciting thing about this role is the new client.
Okay.
Because in case of old established clients, in case of big corporates, they have a very well-defined IT policy. They abide by them. And because they have been getting themselves audited through Big Four's rotation, the अलग-अलग Big Four से वो audit करवा चुके हैं, तो उनको पता है what data we ask. They know what data they have to send. So ठीक है, close हो जाता है. But when it comes to small audits, when it comes to new audits, जैसे क्या हो रहा है, I've seen what now is, this profile is particularly booming because अभी startup culture काफी boom हो रहा है इंडिया में. So क्या होता है, whenever a PE private equity investor has to invest in a small venture for funding, their requirement is कि you guys get yourself audited from Big Four, and they want yes go on the IT infrastructure as well. तो अभी बहुत सारे छोटे clients आ रहे हैं जिनके पास कुछ established system नहीं होता है. So our role does not end only on auditing. Our role ends on auditing and then again starts by giving them some good procedures to fix their gaps. तो वहां से ऑडिटिंग का काम खत्म होकर एडवाइजरी का काम चालू हो जाता है.
Got it.
And छोटे clients का when you work, so because they have nothing streamlined, it is a good brainstorming session actually with the person of contact there. जो उनके स्पॉक्स होते हैं, सिंगल पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट स्पॉक, उनके जो लीड आर्किटेक्ट्स होते हैं, उनके जो नेटवर्क इंजीनियर्स होते हैं, बहुत चीजें सीखने को मिलती है आपको. एंड बिकॉज यू हैव नो नॉलेज ऑफ दिस एज पर योर सीए करिकुलम, आपका लर्निंग कर्व काफी हाई होता है.
अच्छा
बहुत नई चीजें आपको सीखने को मिलती है. एंड आई जस्ट थिंक कि बीइंग अ सीए, इफ यू हैव नॉलेज ऑफ फाइनेंस एंड नाउ दैट इफ यू आल्सो गेट नॉलेज ऑफ ऑडिटिंग टेक, तो ये अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन हो जाता है. इट्स अ वेरी गुड कॉम्बिनेशन, स्पेशली नाउ व्हेन small companies are also coming up and trying to get themselves IT audit.
अच्छा, got it. So Jatin and Manjunath, first I'll ask Jatin. Jatin, what type of candidate should go into this role? Because ये role है ना आजकल बहुत ज्यादा hiring में दिख रहा है. Lot of vacancies are seen done by a lot of big fours, right? And every second candidate have got this role, but people are not aware of कि ये role है, right? Companies are using fancy terms to bring the candidates here. Right. What type of candidates should get into this role?
So firstly I'll explain कि क्यों इतना mass hiring हो रहा है. Because as I told कि small clients अभी काफी आ रहे हैं.
Okay.
अभी आज से if you see 5-6 years ago, there were not many clients who were getting themselves audited except who had to comply with the SEBI requirements and etc. लेकिन आजकल many clients are coming forced to get themselves audited on their own because they just want to know whether they are IT compliant or not because of the rising cyber security threat. अभी टाटा पावर में जैसे एक साइबर सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच हुआ था 2-3 मंथ्स अगो. तो इतनी बड़ी कंपनीज में होता है, तो स्मॉल कंपनीज जैसे आजकल ऑनलाइन मार्केट प्लेसेस काफी हो गई हैं. दे डोंट हैव अ फिजिकल एस्टैब्लिशमेंट, ऑल दे वर्क ऑन इज क्लाउड, ऑनलाइन वर्क करते हैं. तो इन केसेस में साइबर सिक्योरिटी का रिस्क और बढ़ जाता है. तो दे डोंट ओनली वांट देमसेल्व्स टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड, दे आल्सो वांट टू गेट देमसेल्व्स ऑडिटेड एंड बी अश्योर्ड कि हाँ हमारा डेटा ब्रीच नहीं होने वाला. बिकॉज आजकल डेटा ब्रीच इज अ वेरी बिग कैंडल एज दिस इज वन थिंग. So, and what was your other question? एक तो ये था आपका.
What type of candidates should be here?
Candidates जो people who are very clear कि they want to go forward in tech. I'll tell you. If you want कि नहीं, I want to apply India, strictly no, don't come here. आपको नहीं मिलेगा, आप ढूंढते रह जाओगे, but कुछ भी नहीं मिलने वाला.
Got it.
Only people who have done CA, जिनका हो गया, बोले अब हमको FR नहीं पढ़ना, हमको वैसे टाइम नहीं करना, हमने जितनी पढ़ाई कर ली थी कर ली, अभी हमको कुछ नया एक्सप्लोर करना है, वो ही आए इधर. Because then you will think कि अभी मैं CFA करूँ या फिर ये करूँ, तो it will just be very contradictory to what you're doing right now. But अगर बहुत लोगों को शॉर्टलिस्ट किया है तो आप लोग इधर आ सकते हो. There's no harm if Deloitte is hiring, even if you get a year's experience in a big four का experience.
Got it.
Of course, it is a very अभी we're not at a finishing age, we're only starting our career. You can experiment, it's okay. ऐसा hard and fast rule नहीं होता है. आप आओ ना, हो सकता है आपको पसंद आ जाए. It is I don't think one should sit on their judgment and not choose this just because उनने कभी इसके बारे में सुना नहीं है.
Got it. Okay, we'll move the same question to Manjunath. What type of candidates you think should come into this role?
Yes. As Jatin said, like one person can't expect like full of audit and FR in this role. So like when the person going like after 1 year, 2 year, like the person whose experience was like in articles, whose experience was mostly in auditing FR, like he will feel alone. So the person who don't have like a proper articleship experience, like in auditing, especially in DT, and he's not interested in those areas, and he want to like explore some other areas which are open to CS, then like he might choose to go into this role. But thing and like what was the other questions, you know?
Skill sets and candidates, type of candidates.
Yes, like the candidates, like the other thing that I wanted to share is like presently the person's like flooded with opportunities, and what I can say is that a person with has not having any opportunities in audit and taxation, but like he don't want to like forgo the opportunities, then he might join in this role. Because like who want to start a journey, like he don't have opportunities in audit and taxation, but still he wants to like explore the new areas, then he can come. Like coming to skill set and everything, I think it doesn't require that much, because when you come into this role, the persons that like they'll definitely give training for this. So I think that doesn't require any specific like a skill set or something to come into this role.
Got it. Okay, now moving to the growth part, definitely I think a lot of students are waiting for most important question. Interview में क्या पूछेंगे, don't worry, we'll tell you out, right? But let us understand this role before we go to the interview prep side, right? तो Jatin just wanted to know what is the growth trajectory in this role, कि क्या growth मिलेगा into this role?
शिवम, जितना मैंने अभी देखा है वो, कि मेरे को भी 1.5 years हुआ, मैंने इतना देखा है कि बिग फोर में इसकी सुपर अपॉर्चुनिटीज है.
अच्छा,
जैसे आई लेट यू नो. हाँ, एंड जैसे अभी आई टेल यू कि केपीएमजी अपनी प्रैक्टिस अभी बिल्ड कर रही है बस. ईवाई की, पीडब्ल्यूसी की और डेलॉयट की थोड़ी एस्टैब्लिश प्रैक्टिस है इसकी.
okay,
बट अभी जैसे यूएसआई एंटिटीज भी खुल गई है, तो अब बिग फोर की जगह आई काउंट देम एज बिग एट.
okay,
जैसे पीडब्ल्यूसी, एसडीसी, ईवाई, जीडीएस, केपीएमजी ग्लोबल, डेलॉयट, यूएसआई, तो बिग एट हो गया. वो बिग फोर नहीं रहा. तो बिग फोर में इनकी अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत होती है. इफ समवन इज नॉट कंफर्टेबल वर्किंग इन द बिग फोर एनवायरनमेंट, तो दे कैन डेफिनेटली स्विच टू इंडस्ट्रीज, बट उनका फिर इंटरनल ऑडिट में रोल हो जाएगा.
got it, ठीक है.
क्योंकि अभी आप क्लाइंट फेसिंग रोल पे, राइट, आप क्लाइंट सर्विंग रोल पे. इफ यू लर्न व्हाट द क्लाइंट वांट्स, यू कैन डेफिनेटली गेट इनटू द क्लाइंट एंड उनके आईटी स्ट्रक्चर आप सुधार सकते हो. बिकॉज हम इन दिस जॉब व्हाट आर वी आर द ब्रिज बिटवीन द कोर आईटी गाइज एंड द फाइनेंस गाइज.
अच्छा, got
वहां
it,
पे जो फाइनेंस पे काम करेंगे उनको समझ नहीं आया कि एप्लीकेशन पे क्या रिस्क है, और उधर जो आईटी वाले हैं उनको समझ नहीं आया कि फाइनेंशियल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से एप्लीकेशन में क्या रिस्क है. तो हम मीडिएटर बन के दोनों का काम स्ट्रीमलाइन करते हैं, एक ब्रिज को गैप करने का काम करते हैं. ये इंडस्ट्रीज में हो गया. सेकेंडली, ऑफ व्हाट आई हैव कम टू नो, आई हैव सीन कि बैंक में काफी अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती है, बिकॉज आरबीआई इज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट व्हेन इट कम्स टू दीज कंप्लायंसेस.
okay,
तो बैंक्स आपको एब्जॉर्ब कर सकती है, बट देन अगेन यही रोल होगा. अब ये रोल करके बैंक में सोचो मैं क्रेडिट मैनेजर बन जाऊं, तो पॉसिबल नहीं है.
got it, got it, got it, got it.
मतलब
Manjunath, you would like to add on something?
Yes, Shivam, like when we go like get into this role, when it's specific to software, right? Like when we are like expecting growth in this software only, then we can expect some like growth instead. But when you want to shift like from the in this role to some other role, like going to auditing, coming to taxation, right? You will be like treated as a fresher. And coming to industry, like Jatin said, you will be restricted to either internal audit or like finance team.
Got it, got it, got it. But if I talk about this role, I think technology is going to be replacing a lot of things, right? Because my mentor also told me out that in simple words, if they can train you, they can train technology. As simple as that. मैं अगर आपको काम सिखा सकता हूँ तो टेक्नोलॉजी को भी काम सिखा सकता हूँ. आपको कंप्लायंस रिटर्न फाइल करना सिखा सकता हूँ, टेक्नोलॉजी को भी सिखा सकता हूँ. तो आफ्टर 5 years आई कैन सी दैट कि कंप्लायंस पोर्शन यहाँ आपका ये ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ, ऑटोमेटिकली रिटर्न भी फाइल हो जाएगा. दैट इज अ फ्यूचर विच आई कैन इमेजिन एंड दैट इज अ फ्यूचर विच वी हैव आल्सो सीन, राइट? बिकॉज पाइथन आ गया है, बाकी चीजें ऑटोमेट हो रही है, रिपीटेटिव टास्क इज गोना बी रिप्लेस्ड. People are talking about technologies these days, right? And the people like Jatin and Manjunath are checking the processes and auditing these technologies, right? तो वो लेवल की जब बातें हो रही है, definitely people are talking about Web 3.0, people are talking about cryptocurrencies, right? So I can see this is a future which is going to be coming in, and this is going to be the huge demand, right?
Even
जो
ChatGPT
पहले
is like
manual
trending
audit
now.
होता था,
Yeah.
या जो पहले मैनुअल ऑडिट होता था, नाउ द पीपल हैव ई इनवॉइसेस, ई साइनिंग, सब कुछ ऑटोमेटेड होना स्टार्ट हो गया है,
Yes,
राइट?
yes,
तो
yes.
ऑल दोस थिंग्स आर गोना बी रिप्लेस्ड टू टेक्नोलॉजीज व्हिच आर देयर. So tech is a future, right? It's up to you how much you like it. And one thing, just wanted to confirm that, Jatin, is it more towards, I think, if a candidates love process understanding and love technology, should join this domain, right?
Yes, sure. Because there's one more thing that I hadn't mentioned earlier. जैसे ऐसे 402 जो होता है, जहाँ पे यूजर ऑडिटर और सॉक रिपोर्ट ये सब होता है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो कवर्ड इन आवर प्रोफाइल, थर्ड पार्टी एश्योरेंस.
Got it.
तो स्टॉक रिपोर्टिंग वाला जो पार्ट होता है वो भी हम करते हैं. एंड देन जैसे व्हाट आई एक्सप्लेन्ड अर्लियर वाज प्योरली जीआईटीसी. दैट इज वन अदर थिंग, दैट इज बीसीसी, बिजनेस साइकिल कंट्रोल.
Got
जैसे
it.
कि इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कंट्रोल्स लाइक डेप्रिसिएशन, प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस वर्किंग, प्रीपेड इंश्योरेंस, अक्रूड इंटरेस्ट, ये सब कंट्रोल्स ऑटोमेटेड होते हैं. एंड इनमें क्या होता है, अगर जरा सा परसेंटेज इधर का उधर हो गया तो पूरे फाइनेंशियल हिल सकते हैं. तो ये भी हम लोग चेक करते हैं कि जो इंटरफेसेस हो रहे हैं, जो कंट्रोल्स सेट किए हुए हैं, क्या वो पीरियोडिकली इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट हो रहा है कि नहीं पीरियोडिकली. डेप्रिसिएशन अगर किसी पे 30% है तो उस पैसा तो नहीं 25% हो रहा है. This is also a part of what we do, but I have not worked much on it, but this is the overview of what also we test along with the application.
Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I think we got understanding about role and job roles and the descriptions out. Just also wanted to add on that a lot of companies like Accenture and other companies are also having a lot of roles towards technology, not towards audit part, but a lot of roles are towards the technology part, which is going to be there, either SAP or implementation side or other side which are there. But I think this is more towards the audit part of the same. Okay, now moving to the one of the favorite and the most important question for which I think a lot of people are sitting here in this session. Rahul is trying to make the notes for all the things which we are going to be trialing. Rahul, I like that, right? So few of the students are waiting. यार ये सब ठीक है सर, आप बताओ कल इंटरव्यू है, परसों इंटरव्यू है, और I am preparing for the interviews out. What all interviews questions are going to be asked to me if I'm going to be sitting for this technology role or tech consulting or IT risk consulting? So first we'll start with Jatin, then we'll move to Manjunath. Yeah, Jatin.
So as I told earlier कि इंटरव्यूअर को पता है कि आपको कुछ नहीं आता है, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, बिकॉज आपने कुछ नहीं किया है ना, तो आपसे कैसे एक्सपेक्ट किया जाएगा कुछ भी कि आपको है. So in that case, your safest bet is to be very thorough with your CV. जिन लोगों ने इंटरनल ऑडिट किया है, be very thorough with common questions like 3-way match, purchase order, invoice और warehouse receipt, ऐसा कुछ. And जिनने भी स्टॉक ऑडिट्स किए हैं, इंटरनल ऑडिट्स किए, भी श्योर कि you know कि आपने उसमें क्या किया है, क्या आपने इंटरनल ऑडिट्स में चेक किया. बिकॉज इंटरनल ऑडिट में यूजुअली यू गो बियॉन्ड दी नॉर्मल स्टैट ऑडिट, राइट. आप नॉर्मल ऑडिटिंग प्रोसीजर्स, आप उनके इंटरनली कंट्रोल्स भी चेक करते हो. एंड ऑफ कोर्स होता है, फेल होते हैं कुछ कंट्रोल्स. आपको लगता है मैनुअल कंट्रोल्स की बात कर रहे हो, आप आईटी कंट्रोल्स नहीं चेक कर पाओगे, इतने बड़े क्लाइंट्स फिर बिग फोर के पास ही आते हैं. सो योर सेफेस्ट गाइड इज टू बी वेरी थरो विद योर सीवी. आप अच्छे से आंसर करो उनसे. यू जस्ट हैव टू टेल देम कि क्यों यू वांट टू, व्हाई डू यू वांट टू गो देयर. एंड एज अ लक, बिकॉज हायरिंग इतनी मास हो रही है, इतना रिजेक्ट नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, लक है ना, अभी हायर कर रहे हैं, इतना शॉर्टेज नहीं है, तो दे वोंट गिव, दे आर देयर टू सिलेक्ट यू इन ऑल. दे वोंट रिजेक्ट यू unless you just if they ask what you want to do when you, मतलब 5 years down the line, तो आप बोलो कि I want to sit in a finance team, मुझे M&A करना है, तो I don't think they'll take it. अगर आपको यही करना है तो just show your interest कि हाँ मुझे करना है. And I don't know much about this profile, but I've read along and I see the IT is booming and that IT audits are booming. So it is a new subject, it is a new topic altogether, जो मैंने CA फाइनल में कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा है, तो I want to learn and बस आप हायर हो जाओगे.
Got it. ठीक है, Manjunath, what type of questions were asked to you and what all interview preparations should candidate should do?
Yes, Shumam, like as Sachin said, like interview can't expect IT knowledge from the like CA background, like CA, like chartered accountants. He know that like what chartered accountants are good at. Like we are good at financials, we are good at numbers and all. So don't deviate from the syllabus that we have. Like sticking to the FR audit, these are the core topics that they will definitely ask. And along with that, like whatever article experience we have, right, they will test on that. Like what are the clients that you have worked in article experience, and what the software they are using, whether they need any improvements, like whether you have given a chance, whether there will be like chance to like improve that software. So what are the questions that I faced is like this one only. In article experience, what are the clients that you have worked on, and what software they are using, what like if you have given a chance, whether you will be like needing changes in the software, whether you will be like adding some more options like to get it reports done very easily or something else. And other than FR and audit, I have like questions from IDT also, because like we are working on a software, we are like putting a journal into like more of a like we are working as a tally person only, but it is like a mid-range software. That is the role that I'm working. So like whether they will definitely have some basic questions like tedious part. So the areas that I have covered is like the DT, IDT, FR and audit. The like these are the 4 topics that I have prepared and like I have faced in the interview also.
Got it.
Like more of a like article experience that is needed. That is to prepare with the candidates.
Got it. Okay. So one favorite question which I have seen a lot of these companies also ask is that why technology, and what excites you to work in this technology role, and have you worked in any of the client where implementation of a technology is there? They'll not ask you something technical unless and until you have written technical. Okay, if you've written SAP in your CV, they'll ask you, चलो बताओ T code क्या है, right? आप smart बनोगे तो company और smart बनेगी.
Yes.
So, right, that is their company will train you, not a problem. I think, one of the question which a lot of candidates ask, mentor से ही सुन लेते हैं, right? Manjunath, do companies train you for this roles before they plot it to client place? How does it go?
Yes, because they don't like, they know that we don't have IT knowledge. They know that we definitely need to be trained. So as per their requirement, what the client requirement, based on the client requirement, they definitely train in the specific area where you will be working.
Got it. So training मिलेगा, tension ना लो, right? You're going to be trained, but yes, they'll definitely ask you.
The candidates who are like facing the interview for this role, don't make the interview person that you know something about IT. Let it be zero. The person, like the candidate, should go with zero knowledge with IT and should explain the interview that he has zero knowledge with the like IT, so that everything will be cool manner. As you said, don't make him like something to ask on that questions and all.
Right. So if you tell him I know SAP, he'll start troubling you out. Okay, as
Yes,
simple as
that's the
that.
thing.
Just showcase that you're interested for this role. You love
Yeah.
IT, you love technology, you love your big fan. थोड़ा बहुत knowledge पढ़ लेना, right? कि how does IT is revolving. Read about the recent things which are there. IT audit जो है वो you just read about this. Just read about what is the difference between manual control and automated control, right? What is ITGC? What is IT testing, right? And some basic jargon terms, right? Different softwares like Oracle, SAP, Workday have a basic knowledge कि क्या होता है इस सब softwares में, right? You can just have a basic overview for the same. We had a separate session on SAP which was there. You can just also check it on my YouTube playlist. You'll be able to find it out, right? इसके अलावा just prepare well for why you are going to be interested in technology role. Don't say that कि मेरे को आपने shortlist किया इसलिए मैं इधर हूँ. ठीक है, मतलब this is the worst answer which I can see, right? Don't say that कि हाँ मेरे को कोई choice नहीं था, मेरे को तो stat audit चाहिए था, आपने technology में select कर लिया, that is why I'm sitting here. Don't give this bullshit in front of an interviewer. He'll say that ठीक है, thank you, bye bye, take care. ठीक है.
Even that is the case, like we don't have to make him to know that is the case.
Right. Tell them that, okay, you are looking for this role only, right?
Yes,
So that is something which you need to showcase in terms of this. And definitely they'll just check your confidence level. One favorite question a lot of students also ask me कि जतिन भाई, is it a work from home या ये work from office है या क्या है? What is the scene?
ये ना, it depends on your team. I won't even say it depends on the firm you are joining. It depends on your team. But इतना I know कि work from home, full work from home तो अब India entities नहीं दे रही है जितना मुझे पता है.
Got it.
हाँ, हाइब्रिड हो सकता है. डिपेंड्स ऑन योर टीम टोटली. जैसे मैं तो 5 days ऑफिस जाता हूँ.
Okay.
तो इट डिपेंड ऑन, कोई और टीम के लोग 2-3 days आते हैं. डिपेंड्स ऑन योर टीम टोटली.
Manjunath, what's in your case?
Yeah, it's like completely work from home for me because it's more of IT implementation.
Jatin is like, I am feeling jealous.
We don't require like visiting office. Like, from the
उधर
date of joining, I didn't
वैकेंसी है क्या उधर?
my office.
नहीं, just jokes on a lighter note, huh? But yes, huh. Got it. So it's purely depending on team, I think, which is mentioned out.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What is the work-life balance? यार, students are worried about कि यार work-life balance रहेगा कि नहीं यहाँ पे.
I would like to say first, please इंटरव्यू में मत पूछना ये. कभी इंटरव्यू से वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस मत पूछना. इट जस्ट शोज कि आप आने से पहले जाने की तैयारी कर रहे हो. अभी आप काम तो करो, वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस. एंड इट इज जस्ट व्हाट आई हैव सीन. इवन आई वाज लाइक यू गाइस अ ईयर एंड हाफ अगो कि वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस क्या होता है. बट आई जस्ट थिंक इट इज अ वेरी गुड एज टू जस्ट फोकस ऑन वर्क बैलेंस. You don't have family to tend to, you don't have kids to tend to, you don't have social relations to maintain much. 2-3 दोस्त सबके होते हैं और वो ही रह जाते हैं, आप मिलो ना मिलो. So just don't ask much about work life balance. Answering your question, stats से अच्छा वर्क लाइफ होता है because it is audit. जैसे मैंने बोला था, तो अगर आपका 30th September आ रहा है या आपका डेट आ रहा है, कोई रिपोर्टिंग Q3 एंड आ रहा है, Q4 एंड आ रहा है, तो तब तो you can't expect to leave before 9 or 10. That is what I have seen in last days. Usually weekend working नहीं होता है, लेकिन अगर कोई क्लाइंट है जिसपे अर्जेंट रिक्वायरमेंट है क्लोज करने का, या कोई डेटा फ्लड हुआ है और आपको प्रोसेस करके देना है बिकॉज द क्लाइंट इज इन हेस्ट, सो देन इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट. मतलब वर्क टाइमिंग थोड़े एराटिक हो सकते हैं, बट अदरवाइज ठीक है. 7-8 तक आप जा सकते हो घर. मतलब 7 o'clock तक यू कैन लीव, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. कुछ काम नहीं है तो यू कैन लीव बाय 6:37, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम.
Got it. Okay, now we'll also open the forum for the audience which are there, right? जिनको भी doubts है, we'll be really happy to cover your doubts over a chat box. Those who are connected over Zoom or YouTube live, right? जिसको जो भी doubt है, do not hesitate to ask the doubts, right? We are there to help you out. We are there to guide you. Okay, दीपक टेंशन में है, ऐसे रिजल्ट कब तक आएगा बेटा? आ जाएगा, टेंशन ना ले. Okay. Any specific doubts related to, I think, IT testing or this? Can we move to internal audit or stat audit eventually? This is a question which is asked.
Now you can move to stat audit, but as far as I know, you'll be joining as a fresher only then there. मतलब आपका यहाँ पे आप 6-7 months काम करोगे तो आपको वहाँ पे as if you joined recently होगा. इंटरनल ऑडिट का मुझे नहीं पता कि ट्रांसफर हो सकता है क्या पैरेलली, बट स्टैट में तो हाँ वो फ्रेशर ही ट्रीट करता है. इट इज नॉट ओनली फॉर स्टैट. कोई भी प्रोफाइल में आप जाओगे यहाँ से as long as it is not related, you will be treated as a fresher only, because skills exactly transferable नहीं है. As I mentioned earlier, it is a very niche profile. तो आपको fresher जैसे ही treat किया जाएगा.
Got it, got it. This question is for Manjunath. Technology consulting, data and AMP, analytical enterprise performance management, मतलब ब्रैकेट में लिखा है ERP is covered in TRAS role.
No idea.
Yes.
अच्छा है.
अच्छा,
Yes.
it's a part of it.
It covers under. It comes under same umbrella.
अच्छा, सेम अम्ब्रेला. नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स पूछ क्या रहे हैं आफ्टर शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग? क्यों पूछ रहे हैं? अच्छा ठीक है, इन्हें क्यों पता, इनको क्या पता होगा? मेंटर्स को HR पूछ रही है भाई, HR
पूछ रहे हैं आफ्टर शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग के बाद क्यों पूछते हैं? लिखा होगा ना CV में.
हाँ, नहीं ठीक है, इग्नोर इट है ना, मतलब ठीक है, मतलब पूछ रहे तो ठीक है, क्या कर सकते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज DNA टेक कंसल्टिंग. इज DNA टेक कंसल्टिंग आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ इट? मंजुनाथ कैन आंसर इट. I think it's a part of technology. I've read the JD, मेरे को तो सेम ही लगा था, मतलब I just seen that they are using different names nowadays. वो थोड़ा confusing हो गया. मेरे को लगा पहले data analytics है, फिर deals and advisory है ना?
Deals and advisory तो नहीं होगा मुझे लगता है. Data and analytics ही होगा show.
हाँ नहीं, but I've read it out, तो वो मेरे को sound like technology part only. ठीक है, तो data analytics है तो ठीक है, फिर वो JD पढ़ के समझना पड़ेगा. Okay, how to approach the case study in interview? Heard 115 case study asked today in interview. हाँ, तो it's purely based on your understanding and past learnings, right? कि क्या पूछा गया है. अब मुझे नहीं पता क्या पूछा गया है आपको, but
like having a basic understanding of what FR is mandatory, so like we can't let it go, right? Even if we are going for the IT field also. Okay,
got it. Ankit Garg is saying, I have been trying to enter in this profile as a fresher, but is there any age bias in this profile for someone switching from stat audit profile? I don't think so. Age biasness hoga. ठीक है.
No.
All the questions are coming out of the box. ठीक है, चलो. Which companies which hire freshers technology consulting off campus? I think all the big fours are going to be hiring, right? Which are there. And Big 4, Big 6 में रहेगा ही, because technology is something which is going to be there.
Present it is like a booming stage, so like everyone got started.
Yes. What about internal transfer? I think Anjali have asked a good question, right? Can we take internal transfer, Jatin? If you could cover it out, internal transfer.
Yeah, so internal transfer का अंजलि हर Big 4 का अलग system रहता है, and जैसे Deloitte में ऐसा है कि you have to have completed 18 months in your current profile to switch. बट ये ना बहुत ज्यादा रिलायबल नहीं होता है, बिकॉज जितना मैंने देखा 18 मंथ्स के बाद ना आपकी टीम आपको जाने नहीं देती है, क्योंकि आप एक वैल्यूएबल रिसोर्स की कैटेगरी में आ जाते हैं. एंड पार्टनर अप्रूवल भी लगता है पहले तो, एंड सेकंड की इट इज टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन आप जिधर जाना चाह रहे हो उधर वैकेंसी है कि नहीं. तो इंटरनल ट्रांसफर तो मैं रेकमेंड नहीं करूंगा, एंड होता भी प्रैक्टिकली यही हो कि वो बोल देते कि आप रिजाइन कर दो, उसके बाद आप आ जाओ. ये मैंने देखा है, मतलब ऐसा होता है, इतना ईजी ब्रीजी नहीं होता है सब कुछ. बट अगर आपको प्रोफाइल ही स्विच करनी है तो फिर आप दूसरी जगह इंटरव्यू दो, बट हाँ आपको मतलब फिर पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी, आपको थोड़ा रीजनेबली जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा कि आप यहाँ इतने टाइम से तब ये वाली प्रोफाइल में आपको क्यों आना है.
Got it. So I think
it is like 24 months criteria.
अच्छा, got it. So देखो, तो just to summarize everything in detail, right? I think we have covered everything in detail. Still, if any of the doubts are left, you can put it over a comment section. But just to summarize the entire session out, it's more about technology. It's more towards process oriented. You should love a technology, and you should be a person who is keen to understand the processes. That is gonna be there, right? Learning बहुत रहेगा. You learn and work on majority of clients, and generally I've seen the duration in a client is very less. जैसे start audit चलेगा आपका एक हफ्ता तो क्या बहुत ही कम है, मतलब 2 हफ्ता 3 हफ्ता, right? Or even a month, right? But I've seen the technology audit is very shorter duration, if I'm not wrong.
Actually in my opinion थोड़े टेक ऑडिट्स लंबे चलते हैं, क्योंकि प्रोसेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग में टाइम लगता है. डेटा निकलवाना इज द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज, बिकॉज आप फाइनेंस साइड से हो. क्लाइंट या स्पॉक जो है वहाँ पे जो ऑडिट टीम, मतलब वहाँ पे जो बैठा है क्लाइंट रोल है, वो एक IT का बंदा है. तो चैलेंज क्या होता है कि आपको क्या चाहिए वो तो आपको बताना पड़ेगा, आपको क्यों चाहिए वो भी बताना पड़ेगा.
Got it.
Because they are very picky कि why do I have to give what processes I have implemented, उससे तुम क्या कर लोगे. तो that is the real brainstorming that happens. तो इसी में काफी टाइम लग जाता है.
हाँ, मतलब डेटा मिलने के बाद the audit part is short.
हाँ, फिर तक हाँ,
right? डेटा तो हर जगह रोना ही है, मतलब किसी क्लाइंट पे जाओ, either you go for start or internal. right? That is always a pain point, but I was referring to the audit duration which is there. तो audit duration बहुत कम होता है if you
हाँ इतना
हाँ, तो if you go to the IT part, but हाँ learning wise अगर आपको technology पसंद है, processes पसंद है, you'll be coordinating with the start audit team that is gonna be there,
of
right?
course.
आप parallelly start audit team के साथ भी work करोगे, right? They'll also show you कि भाई दिखाओ this is our manual control, this is our automated control. They'll ask you कि भाई बताओ क्या automated control में आपका view है. They'll ask you for IT report, right? And they are
Correct.
relying on your IT report as well. तो ये एक थोड़ा सा again a good part which is gonna be there. Lot of processes are going to be automated in future, so if you love it you'll do wonders in this, right? Lot of companies are also trying to build their own IT team, ठीक है? तो वहां पे भी आपको बहुत अच्छा ग्रोथ मिलेगा in future which is going to be there. So this is something which this roles offers. Interview will not be much tough because they know that you have not worked in technology side, but they expect and they want charter accountants because they want someone who understand numbers, they want understand someone understand journal entries, balance sheet, P&L, कैश फ्लोज. अब इंजीनियर को आके समझाएंगे तो वैसे उसको नहीं समझेगा, तो दैट इज गोना बी देयर, right? So that is why it's preferred to have a CAs over engineers or MBAs, right? And you are going to be also working with start audit team, so you can understand start audit also, you can understand this also. So that is something which is going to be there, right? इसके अलावा if anything you would like to give as a part of advice before we conclude, Jatin or Manjunath, you can just give the same. Jatin, any closing words from your side?
व्हाट आई वुड से कि जो भी इधर मतलब जिनको भी इंटरव्यू के लिए शॉर्टलिस्ट हुए हैं, अगर आपके पास सेकंड थॉट्स है तो भी आई वुड से कि आप एक बार इंटरव्यू दो जरूर, एक बार आप आके देखो. अगर आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता तो यू कैन ऑलवेज क्विट. ये कोई पहली या आखिरी जॉब नहीं होती है. इफ यू लाइक इट देन इट बी वेरी नाइस, बिकॉज आप ये प्रोफाइल में आ रहे हो एंड वो भी बिग फोर में आ रहे हो, एंड बिग फोर ये प्रोफाइल ऑफर करती है, सब बिग क्लाइंट्स से आपको काम करने का बहुत अच्छा मौका मिल जाएगा. तो जस्ट स्टे पॉजिटिव, जस्ट बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ, ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस, एवरीथिंग विल बी ओके. That's it.
Got it. Manjunath bhai, कोई pro tip दे दो यार, so that the people get selected and they give us a party.
Yeah. From my side is like if a person is interested in like more tend towards IT, then like it was preferable by that person. But if a person has like no opportunities or no offers in hand and you just want to like go into this role, it will be like help for you. So like when you're going to this like a different role or like something which is not like completely different role, so like take a moment, like have a thought on it and then like step on it.
Got it. So I think that's all we have tried to bring out in front of you, right? We are not trying to sugarcoat anything, we are just trying you to bring the reality so that you take an informed decision, right? And अगर टेक्नोलॉजी पसंद है तो भाई दुनिया में मजा आएगा, नहीं पसंद है तो फिर परेशान हो जाओगे भाई, हाई सिस्टम करते रहो.
Like what's happening.
Right.
ये तो है मतलब जिनको फाइनेंस में ही जाना है वो इंटरव्यू ही नहीं दिए, फिर तो मैं तो ये बताऊंगा. अगर थोड़े डाइसी है तो आप दे सकते हो, बिकॉज देयर इज कोई सेंस नहीं. 6-7 मंथ बाद आप बोलोगे मुझे तो पता ही था मुझे इधर नहीं आना है तो भी मैं इधर आ गया, तो कोई सेंस नहीं बनता है. एंड अभी तो ये गाइडेंस सेक्शंस अवेलेबल भी है. मेरे पास जब जेडी आया था मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि हो क्या रहा है. तो इन्फॉर्म डिसीजन लो. इतने अच्छे मतलब इतना अच्छा वेन्यू अगर आपके पास अवेलेबल है तो जस्ट टेक इन्फॉर्म डिसीजन.
Got it. So that's it. That's all about today's session. Thanks, Jatan and Manjunath for joining in for today's session. Those who are watching this session out, all the very best to you guys for your interviews, right? I hope you guys are going to be clearing it and also giving us a party soon, right? Definitely you can have any doubts, right? You can connect these guys on LinkedIn. They'll be really happy to connect with you. And if you have still any of the doubts which are there, right, you can post the doubts on the YouTube comment section so that we can try to resolve it. और जो YouTube पे देखे हैं यार, लाइव देख रहे हैं, लाइक कर दीजिए, हमें भी अच्छा लगेगा.
वन टिप शिवम बोलूंगा मैं, अगर आपके पास इंटरव्यू में कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है बोलने को, समझो आपने सीवी में भी ठीक से प्रिपेयर नहीं किया, होता है स्किप कर दिया, भूल गए सीवी पढ़ना, तो भी बस उनसे पूछ लेना कि सर आई हैव इंटरेस्ट इन दिस प्रोफाइल बट आई डोंट हैव एनी नॉलेज, अंडरलाइंग नॉलेज, कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट हैज योर एक्सपीरियंस बीन. अगर उसको ये क्वेश्चन पसंद आ गया और वो बोलने लगा तो क्योंकि आप उसकी बात पेशेंटली सुन रहे हो आपको सिलेक्ट कर ले. So,
but that is a bag.
नहीं, but always I just think कि whenever interview asks कि do you have any questions, आपको हमेशा पूछना चाहिए क्वेश्चन.
हाँ, you should ask. Last question तो होना ही चाहिए, right? And mostly gonna be based on research. That is what I tell to the students out, right? So that is something which we want you guys to ask, right? And hope for the best. जिसके भी interviews हैं, right, today or tomorrow, all the very best, right? और जिसके future में है, all the very best for your interviews out, and give your best. इतना टेंशन मत लो, just take the informed decision. Thanks once again to Jatin and Manjunath for joining in for
Always.
this session.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure, Shiv.
And all the very
Thank
best
you,
for
guys.
every person who has been
All the best.
Yes.
शांति से इंटरव्यू दो, कोई बात नहीं, सबका हो जाता है.
Yes.
ये है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Chalo. Great. Thanks, Jatin. Thanks, Manjunath. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.